We're all bored, we're all so tired of everything we wait for. Trains that just aren't coming, we show off our different scarlet letters. Trust me, mine is better. We're so young, but we're on the road to ruin. We play dumb, we know exactly what we're doing. We cry tears of mascara in the bathroom. Honey, life is just a classroom. 'Cause baby, I can feel the castle, out of all the bricks they threw at me. And every day is like a battle, but every night with us is like a chain. We're the new romantics, come along with me. Heartbreak is a national anthem, we sing it proudly. We are too busy dancing to get locked off our feet. Baby, we're the new romantics, the best people in life for free. We're all here, the lights and boys are blinding. We hang back, it's all in the timing. It's poker, you can't see it in my face, but I'm about to play my ace. We need love, but all we want is danger. We team up, then switch sides like a record changer. The rumors are terrible and cruel, but honey, most of them are true. 'Cause baby, I can feel the castle, out of all the bricks they threw at me. And every day is like a battle, but every night with us is like a chain. Baby, we're the new romantics, come along with me. Heartbreak is a national anthem, we sing it proudly. We are too busy dancing to get knocked off our feet. Baby, we're the new romantics, the best people in life for free. So come along with me. The best people in life for free.
Personally, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your busy lives to celebrate this weekend with us and the Eliases. As most of you know, it seems as though it was just yesterday when Jan was a defiant toddler, making her memorable weird little faces and strange noises that most of us have come to know and have grown to love. Moving on, we enrolled Jan in a small private preschool. Abe and I became involved in the volunteer activities and raising money for the school. As many inexperienced parents often do, we, or rather Abe, made some errors in judgment that would later come back to haunt us. You see, being our firstborn, Janet was special. And by special, I mean if she didn't want to do something at school, Abe would call and let them know, Janet is special. And if she doesn't want to swim, she doesn't have to swim. If she doesn't want to play on the playground, she doesn't have to play on the playground. Janet doesn't have to do anything she doesn't want to do because she's special. This might be a good time it might be an appropriate time to mention that we had a live-in nanny whose sole purpose in life was to satisfy Janet's every want and need. In every class photo, we noticed every other child is smiling and kneeling. Our child was being held by the teacher. We thought it was adorable. Moving on to kindergarten, not a private school, but a public school, we did not foresee any problems. She was adorable. So Caroline, her nanny, would get her ready every morning while Abe and I were getting dressed for work. In hindsight, we vaguely remember hearing Carolina's pleas. They went something like this. Please, mi amor, sit up. Let me get you dressed. Por favor, my angel. Please, mommy. Put your arm through this hole in the shirt. This went on every day. The same pleading and begging from a very patient Carolina. As usual, Carolina would succeed in getting her dressed, and Abe would proudly drop her off at school, watch her walk in with his chest stuck out, beaming with pride, because, as you all know, she was special. We received an unexpected phone call from her school in which we were asked if we could come by for a meeting. Well, of course we could. We couldn't wait to hear the accolades that were sure to come. We walked into the meeting when we were a little taken back that everyone that was anyone was at this meeting. The teacher was the first to speak. Mr. and Mrs. Goren, I think you should know that Janet has been very disruptive in the classroom. We thought, our Janet? She's an angel. The teacher continued. The other day during an assignment, Janet stood up and announced to the entire classroom that she had ate a bug. I was speechless. She continued. Janet also informed me that she does not want to go to the library and that she asked me to pick out a few books and bring them back for her. Let's see, hold on a second. You guys laughed and made me mess up. See? When I asked why she didn't want to go to the library, she said, "It's okay. You can call my daddy." She then told me that it would be very nice. Oh, wait. The same thing happened regarding the playground and going to lunch. When I told her that this was not acceptable, she said, "Oh, no, it's okay. I don't have to do things I don't want to do because my daddy says I'm special." She said, "You can call him. My teachers at my other school loved my daddy." That's when the principal and the counselor spoke up. Their question, "Mr. and Mrs. Goren, we must know, is there someone at your home that caters to this child's every wish? She appears to think she's entitled and special and continues to act up in class or in the classroom for attention." Obviously, there was much more said by the teacher, the counselor, and the others in the room. So after hearing all of this, I innocently asked, could Janet possibly suffer from ADHD? There was a roar of laughter from every educator in the room. And then the counselor said, as she tried to keep a straight face, "No, we are all in agreement that she does not suffer from ADHD. And we are equally in agreement that she is SPOILED. This brought more laughter from the educators. At this point, Abe and I could see the humor and simply asked, what should we do? That was about 21 years ago, and so many wonderful memories have been made. It does go by in a blink. It has been a roller coaster, ups and downs, smiles and frowns. But it's been a wonderful, rewarding, and yes, sometimes humbling privilege raising this child. And we are blessed that she is happy and has found Moses, who loves her as we did every day of her life, unconditionally, bug eating and all. Because as we said earlier, and Moses has discovered, she is special. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here to share this special evening with us. I was advised by my wife and my family to be short and don't embarrass them. So I will try. I am so happy and honored to be standing here tonight to congratulate these two wonderful young people as they began their life together. Moses and Janet met when they were still in high school. When Moses was sad, I blamed Janet. When Moses got bad grade, I blamed Janet. When we disagreed, me and Moses, I blamed Janet. But I'm glad to say now that I was wrong. Janet was his inspiration and still is. I'm gonna cry too. Janet is a great woman. She's beautiful, smart, and very intelligent. I know she will make Moses very happy. I have watched Moses and Janet together for a while now. They have a very special bond. I have seen Moses grow so much from their relationship. Moses, we love you so much, and you have made us very proud with all the choices you have made. Janet, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to our family. We love you. I would like to thank Abe and Dolly for raising such a wonderful daughter. And also for the love and affection you have shown Moses. And last but not least, I'd like to thank you both for the hard work putting the wedding together. I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful celebration. And finally, with a great privilege, I'd like to propose a toast to our son and daughter-in-law. So please, let me get my drink first.
You don't have alcohol.
To the bride and the groom, here is to the future for all you look forward together, and a dozen of grandchildren. Family and friend, I give you Janet and Moses, the bride and the groom.
Janet and I are 3 years apart, which for my parents was very difficult at times. Janet introduced me to everything you can imagine. Growing up, what Janet liked, I liked. She had a crush on Jack Skeleton, and so did I. When she didn't want her chicken nuggets, neither would I, except I'd eat hers and mine later. Janet was my idol. But as we grew up and started to become our own individuals, Janet and I became complete opposites, but we still had a few things in common. We both love the art of music. We have enjoyed countless concerts together, including Beyonce and Katy Perry. Our South Park impersonations, Jan, what color popsicle? There you go. Our annual Scare Fest. My mother's rice, meat, and cheese concoction, bless her heart, she can't cook. And last but not least, our unconditional love to our family and friends. Janet and I are both romantics. When we fall in love, we dive head first. But being such hopeless romantics, we have also both had our hearts broken and cried on each other's shoulders numerous times, and then we would jam to Alanis Morissette's You Ought to Know. But what I've noticed is there is no more crying for Janet. There's no more belting You Ought to Know, and that's because she finally has Mo in the picture. Janet and Mo complement each other beautifully. They're always there for each other, and I think they're very fortunate to be marrying their best friend. And who better to go through life's journey with than your best friend? There will be much joy, and there will be some challenges in their lives, but the foundation of friendship that both Jan and Mo will be standing on in their marriage will keep them balanced and connected to each other through life's twists and turns. Jan and Mo have the kind of relationship that love songs are written about. They have the kind of friendship that both of our parents have. And they have that special bond that I hope I will be fortunate enough to have in my life someday. And I know out of everyone, Uncle G is smiling from above, probably playing a Frank Sinatra song, scotch in his hand, with a Tommy Bahama shirt, on smiling, saying, "Baby, you did good." So in honor of their pending wedding, let us raise our glasses and shout, "Roll Tide." Roll Tide.
I've known him for what feels like my entire life almost, and her for pretty much half of it. And I've been the luckiest man ever because, one, I got the best brother in the world, And no matter what horrible things I put him through living with him or what, no judgment and the best advice someone could ever ask for. And now I have the best sister in the world thanks to the best brother. And I know y'all will make each other happier than y'all have ever made me. And I want to see y'all. So, congratulations and to the best wedding and the best brother and sister in the world.
My name's Bram Neal, and my wife Beth over here. We're from Nashville, Tennessee, and we're great friends of the Goren family for a lot of years, and we thank you so much for the invitation to be here with Janet and Moses, and it's a very special occasion. But I want to share a special toast that my father gave me when I was married to my glorious Beth from 34 years. Moses, this is for you. May her gladness be the gladness of her glad. May her sadness be the sadness of her sad. But the gladness of her sadness and the sadness of her sadness will never equal the madness of her mad. God bless y'all.
In Christian tradition, I don't have any prepared remarks. Those are for tomorrow night. But two things is I really loved Moses, but I really appreciated Moses much when I met Gloria and Michelle, because Moses, I knew Moses and she made Janet happy, but then when I met Gloria and Michelle, it really made everything come to truth, because they were a lot like us. And tonight's event is their creation, so let's round of applause for Gloria and Michelle. And then I'd be remiss if I didn't correct Haley. Jerry's drink was a Kettle One, not a scotch. But also, I just want to say there's no such thing as an in-law in our family. Moses is the son I never had. So thank you, Moses, for joining our family.
And we had to get up here to talk about our precious Janet. Since only probably maybe half of the room really knows that what Dolly explained to you about Janet being special, it really, and we were there, so we know. So take our word for it. She was special, but it was not because she was spoiled. It's because she was born that way. And you stayed special forever.
Want to wish you both much happiness, much joy, the best of times, and lots of time to enjoy each other. And we're so happy to celebrate with both of you and your families, and the Goren families, and the Elias families, and everybody that's here. And thank you for including us. There he is.
We love you, and we're so happy to be here to share this with you.